Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets. We'll be looking at a couple of news stories, looking at the charts and chatting with you and having a wee cup of coffee as well. So before we kick off, if you like these videos, go down to the like button and hit that thumbs up. If you don't like them, go down to the like button and hit that thumbs down. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Channel is growing daily, which is cool. It's good to see. And hopefully it can continue to grow. But the best part is getting to chat with you in the morning whilst having a wee cup of coffee. So crush the likes, everybody. Go down to the bottom and crush the likes. And a wee obligatory drink before I start. Okay, we'll just see if we're live. We are live. We'll just jump over to the chat area, see who's in. XRP Han is in the house, first one in this morning. Mervyn Skidmore is in, Gordy Boy Scotland, Mighty Lock, Stephen King, Ben Polgardi, Debbie Clayton, Marcus Shafari, Mr. Swan. Adeb Vin, one of our Brown admins, thanks for news stories. News stories today provided by Adeb, James and Rob, our brilliant admins, so thank you for that. Kukla is in this morning. Davey Stewie, another one of our brilliant admins, is in the house as well. Good to see you again, buddy. 52 Mutts is in as well. Just make sure everything's okay. Stream is live and nice and green. 26 people watching. Bruce Rodling has just joined us as well. Okay, so we'll go to the markets. Markets overall down 173 billion. So Bitcoin is down slightly as well, and the alts are still going down, apart from XRP. XRP has gone up, but we'll take a look at that later on and kind of discuss that in a wee bit as well. So Bitcoin is down, but it's staying steady. It's not kind of drastically down. It's not a big drop or anything. It's just down because it's had a big rise up by 20%. So who is winning? Maximine Coin, still don't know anything about it. PundyX has started moving as well at last. Just when we were talking about it yesterday and saying don't buy into it if you're getting just now, because it looks as if it's on a downer, but it got listed on Upbit and that has brought that right up. Mixin is in as well. Project Pi is up 15%, Cubitica 13%, they're all in double-digit greens. Theta started moving as well, which is good to see. Electronium back in the top 100 at 99. Who is the biggest loser? Aurora and down 9%. Dogecoin down 9%. I was up big time. Ravane is up. Bitcoin Cash, Ravane is down. Bitcoin Cash is down. Bitcoin SV is down. Metaverse Ogre, Chainlink, all down. So what's the in the red? Probably about, is it 50-50? I'd say 60-40 in the red. So 60% in the red, 40% in the green. We'll just go to the overall. How many coins have we got today? We've got 2,150, which is up from yesterday, up 11 from yesterday. Happy Coin trading at 1.4 million. Don't know if I believe that. And depends who it's with. Who's the markets? HitBTC, well, it could well be, yeah. HitBTC is up 209% over the last 24 hours and up 134% over the last 7 days. Market capitalization is only 3.5 million. Levo Coin, look at this. Market capitalization is 14,000, but the volume is 18,000. So it's up 170%. So imagine getting on that and it goes up to $1 billion. That'd be crazy that if you got on that. But I don't even know what Levo Coin is, never heard of it. Who else is trading above? Ice Chain, social lending token is up. I like these lending platforms and they do well. 149% up. SLT, Hyperloot up 134% on 88,000 volume. MMO Coin up 107%, that's almost 237,000 market cap. Ether 1, take that's a, I don't know, derivative of Etherium. Maximine Coin, still don't know what it is. It's 148 million though. Who else has got a low one that's up? Alpha Slot, up 44%, 384,000. Vicky Token, 57,000. I don't know what that is. Okay, so that's the kind of overall, and that's of the 2,150 cryptocurrencies out there. Okay, let's look at XRP. XRP has made a move. It's come back down since. So it's up to 7,312 after going down to 6,700. So I've been saying for days I'm just buying in. I'm dollar cost averaging in, just buying it when it dips. Yesterday I put money in. Yesterday morning I thought, okay, I'll buy another so many $1,000 worth. And I thought, okay, how do I get it? I don't want to buy using a credit card on Binance because they charge a premium. So I thought I will just take it from my bank account and kind of put it in that way. So I put money into my Coinbase prawn directly from my bank account. It doesn't tell you this before, but after I kind of done the whole process, it comes up and says this will be done within 3 days. I'm going, holy shit, 3 days. It should be an automatic transfer. But it wasn't. So I was going to buy a shitload more of kind of XRP yesterday. I should have used WireX. I don't know why I didn't use WireX. I've done it before with WireX. So lesson learned, don't use Coinbase if you want an instant transfer of kind of money. So what I was going to do is put into Coinbase and then go into Coinbase Pro, buy XRP that way. And that was the plan. So don't have to pay a premium if you're buying it with your credit card. It charges you a fortune. And you can't buy XRP on Coinbase, actually. So what was I going to do? Yeah, you can on Coinbase Pro, I think. Yeah, you can. Don't talk nonsense. You just can't buy it directly from your credit card on Coinbase. So yeah, Coinbase XRP is up to 7,327. So that represents, it's only 8%. This is, for me, this could be the start of the 100% rise. So I've said before, and I'll go back to LTC USD. So I said with Litecoin is going to go up by 100%. I said that around about the $33 mark, and I said it was going to go over $70. It has gone over $70 and said it was going to go up to $100. It's getting there, touched $100. I still think it's going to surpass that actually. I think it's going to shoot through $100. But said that about kind of Litecoin. Also said about Cardano. I'm not saying I'm amazing, just listen to everything I say, but I'm just saying what I think and kind of what happened as well. Cardano, I was saying that's going to double as well, and it went from 1100 and to 1947, not quite doubled, but it's going to get there. So that's kind of nearly done 100%. XRP is going to do the same, and I believe Ethereum is going to do the same as well. But XRP and BTC, I think this could be the start of the 100% rise. So I'm going to say this is going to go to 14,000 Satoshi and beyond within the next, well, I'll say a couple of months, but I think it's going to be much quicker than that, to be honest. So this could be the start of it. I'm hoping it's the start of it, and it's coming out of this kind of ascending triangle. So it needs to break through that kind of 10,000 barrier, which is a psychological barrier as well, 10,000 Satoshi, and that seems to be a resistance there as well, not on the wick, but on the closing. But the wicks are important as well. We have to pay attention to the wicks as well in technical analysis. So yeah, I think this is going to double up. And if we look here, what happened here? So twice, we'll go back to XRP, BTC, and we'll use Bitfinex because that goes back longer. So we can see here on Bitfinex, XRP was up to 19,000. This was back in May 2017. Does that go further back? 1 second. Bitfinex, Bittrex, Poloniex. Will that go further back? Yeah, it does. Excellent. So April 2017, this is on Poloniex. April 2017, it was at 7,000 Satoshi. Came down, that was after a big, huge spike from March 2017. It kind of jumped big time. If we kind of go here, and we see what happens kind of here. You can see this quite clearly. There's a lot of times XRP does this, and that's why somebody was asking me yesterday, if you think all the technical analysis indicates that it's still going to go down, why are you buying? And this is the reason. I kind of explained this yesterday as well. So you can see here it went down from 1700 all the way down to 550, and then just on a turn there was no indication, no technical kind of indication that it was going to jump. It jumped up by 1000%. and then it came back down, and it went down to 2,619, and that was for probably a few weeks. That was in a space 1st of April to 26th, so it was in a space of 4 weeks. Then it jumped again 845%. Then it came down on a turn. You see it was going down here. There's 2 red candles on the daily, so there was no indication it was going to jump back up. Jumps up 1400%. That's not really a big jump. That's probably about 50%, 50-60%. Yeah, 57%. Coming down, no indication it was going to jump up again. 2 small green candles, which indicates it could be a continuation of the downturn. Jumps up 165%. So there's no indication with XRP, that's the thing. So you've got to be in it before it starts jumping up, but now it's only an 8% jump. So I think this is what could happen here as well. It could jump up by that much as well, by 100%, and go up to 14,000 Satoshi. That's my thoughts on it, and I think that could happen within the next month or so as well. So getting a 100% return could be good, but obviously do your own research on this as well. Don't take my word for it. But I think with the big guns, this happened with Litecoin, it's happened with Cardano. I think it's going to happen with Ethereum as well. I don't think Ethereum is going to go over $340, but it's already kind of done that. It was down at $80, went up to $160. I think it's going to go up past $200 for Ethereum and beyond. I think Ethereum is going to go up kind of big time from here as well. I think it's going to start another ascent for Ethereum. It's been forgotten about. They're not really talking about it. That's when I start to get interested. When people are saying, "Oh, this is dead." This is why I like XRP so much, because so many people are against it. I like contrarian kind of points of view. DaVinci J15 said, everybody's going to be disappointed with XRP. And it kind of strengthened my resolve on XRP, to be honest. It strengthened my resolve because everybody's thinking XRP is just, it's not going to go anywhere. I think it's going to double before it doubles again, and doubles again, and surpasses its all-time high this year. And there's a couple of news stories out as well. XRP is reportedly poised to outperform all major cryptos. And this is from Oracle Times. So this is from a guy called Don Alt on Twitter. It says, looks like we're getting $589 after all. In all seriousness, this looks pretty good. If we're truly going to get into alt season and this breaks out, it'll outperform most, if not all, other majors. I used a dip today to get a bag with spare BTC I had lying around. This is from Don Alt. So this has made the news. That kind of tweet actually made the news. So I'm thinking XRP is going to outperform all kind of essential cryptos like Ethereum, like EOS, like Tron, like basically the top 20. It's going to outperform all the top 20. Another news story, is this the correction? This is from newsbtc.com, and this is the analysis that they've got here. I don't know if we can see that. So this is talking about 34 cents. It's already kind of gone past that. Already, I'll just accept that. It's already gone past that. But technical indicators, they're saying hourly MACD. The MACD for XRP is slowly moving in a bullish zone, which is a good thing. Hourly RSI, the RSI for XRP is currently moving higher from 30 and could test 45. Major support levels 32 cents. They talk about dollar value. That's okay, you can do in dollar or BTC value. I like the BTC value better, but we'll look in dollar value for XRP as well. See what they're doing. XRP USD. We'll go on to Binance. So we're at 36.6 cents. It did get up to 38.6 cents. This is going to surpass 40 cents soon. Didn't quite get there a few days ago for the dollar value, but I think it's going to pass 40 cents, and then we're going to be on the 50 cents level. That's another psychological barrier, and then we'll be on up and keep on going up from there on the way up to $1. So that could be good as well. So I think XRP, I think that's what it's going to do. That's my thoughts on XRP. You can see here we went from 28 cents all the way up to 79 cents, which in dollar value terms represents, what does it represent? 191%. So yeah, looking good for XRP in my opinion. in my opinion. Remember, it's my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor. So XRP, and I think Ethereum is going to do something similar, but not quite as big. But over the longer term, it definitely will, I believe. So we'll go Ethereum, and we'll go Kraken. So as I said, it's went from $80 or $81, well, $80, and kind of doubled, went up 100% already. But I think it could go another 100%. But I think we're definitely going to see $200, past $200 and beyond. Then I'll probably hit that kind of resistance level for 217-ish. If we can break through that, then we're going up higher for Ethereum as well. So very bullish on Ethereum, as well as XRP, as well as Cardano as well. Cardano's come down a wee bit. So we'll look at that just now. We'll look at the BTC value. Yeah, it's come down to 1802, which could be another good buying opportunity here. Still really bullish on Cardano as well, and I have been since kind of 1000, well, for even before then as well. And bullish on Litecoin. I still think Litecoin is going to go up as well. EOS, never really looked at EOS because I've looked at Cardano and Ethereum. That's the ones I'm kind of used to, but EOS is doing brilliant as well, and that's gone up to 105,000 Satoshi for EOS as well. So it's doing good. It's hit major resistance there just now, round about this level. But if we can break through that, you're going higher for EOS as well. If BTC kind of stays stable or goes up, and we're going to get that, I believe. What else is doing well? PundiX, yeah, PundiX went up to 1718 on the news. It went up to up it as well. So yeah, it did get up to 18 there. I saw that this morning as well. So we were saying yesterday it's like watching paint dry with PundiX, but it finally moved. It took a wee move, a wee wiggle this morning. We'll see if it wiggles some more. Bitcoin Gold starting to shoot up. It's went up 10%. Recommended Bitcoin Gold in the premium, but I think I recommended it too early. But it's starting to shoot up now, and same with Bitcoin Diamond. I recommended that as well, but I think I've just recommended them too early. Ethereum Classic is moving as well. I like Ethereum Classic. Again, it's been it's one of those ones where everybody's saying it's not going to do much. It's just going to die. It's dead in the water. I don't think it is, and I think it's going to rise from here as well. So another 100% Ethereum Classic, I believe. CDT has gone up blocks. XLM, Stellar Lumens, that's another one that's going to do well. So there's loads of them. And if you think of all the potentials here, and just in the top coins, just in the top ones, if we're talking 100%, if you're going to get 100% return, how much would you invest? You'd invest as much as you can, but you don't know that for sure. And people are going to say, and I read a comment this morning, that somebody was kind of watching in Australia saying, oh, I should have got into Litecoin when Steve said to get into Litecoin, but didn't. This is another opportunity to get into the coins we're kind of talking about just now, or the projects, when they're at these kind of lowest, and Bitcoin is only $5,000. So imagine when Bitcoin is 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, automatically the likes of Litecoin is going to triple in price as well. If it doesn't move in Satoshi value, when it starts moving in Satoshi value as well as the BTC price going up, you're going to see even bigger gains. So that's how we go. Say for the Litecoin, say it's $90 just now. So say it stays the same at $90. In Satoshi value, it stays the same. But if Bitcoin triples in price and goes to $15,000, then Litecoin will automatically triple as well and go to $270. If it goes up in Satoshi value at the same time, then that's when it goes past $400, $500. That's how you see the big gains. And that's when people say, how did it move so quick? It's because the BTC dollar value goes up as well as the Satoshi value of Litecoin as well. And that's how NEO is going to go up. And NEO represents a brilliant buying opportunity just now. For me, one of the best buying opportunities if we're being honest. $13.06. So again, if you look at from kind of the Satoshi value just now at $13, if we go NEO BTC, So Satoshi value, I'd be recommending this as a buy. It's crossed over the 50 EMAs, 70 EMAs crossed over the 50 EMA, it's past the resistance. It's looking to go up to next resistance of 331,000 Satoshi. It's at 260,000 Satoshi just now. So it's $13 at 260,000 Satoshi. Imagine if Bitcoin doubles or triples, it goes up to $15,000. So automatically that takes NEO from $13 to $39. But if that's just if it stays at 260,000 Satoshi, but if it doubles and goes to 520,000 Satoshi, which is nowhere near its all-time high, then it goes from $39 to $78. That's how it jumps up so quick, because you get a double whammy with the Satoshi value going up of NEO and the kind of dollar value of Bitcoin going up, which pushes the dollar value of NEO going up as well. So that's how you're going to see these quick, big gains. And you're thinking, how the hell did I not get in on $13 for NEO? But the dollar value only counts if you're cashing out. You should be looking at the BTC value, but look at the dollar value when you're cashing out. Think about it that way. That's kind of my thoughts on it. Okay, we'll jump back. Who else is in the house? Eric and Angela Hendricks is in. Good time. Good to see you. Never seen you for ages. Long time no see. Yeah, you're saying that as well. 52 months. Why do you do live videos at school run times? Sorry about that. Alex Jug is in. Good morning to you. Rob Fiddler is in the house. Mark Innes, hi mate, how you doing? My workmate are watching. Excellent, I was just talking about you. Mervyn Skidmore, we sold our children and bought crypto. Love that. Bernard Ronald is in the house. Good to see you. IT Financial. Hope you got a good price, Mervyn, for the kids. Slim Shady, is this a quick pump and dump of XRP? I don't think so. Well, I hope not. I hope not. But if it goes back down again, I'm just going to buy. Honestly, that's so much. I don't know if it's faith, blind faith, or just this kind of spidey sense that I keep kind of getting for loads of these kind of cryptos. But I'm just going to keep buying XRP. And part of me says, oh, I hope it goes back down, but it's only up 8% just now. That's not that much in the grand scheme of things. If it was up 50%, then I'd be going, shit, I wish it could come back down again so I could get more. Alex Sugar saying the sound is cutting out. Is it just me? Mark Innes is saying it's good here, Alex. Good. So it's nothing to do with the streaming. No, the streaming is good. How many people we got in? 53 watching, that's good. Niles Bull is in. If you're watching, by the way, just leave a comment just to say hi. It'd be good to kind of chat with you. Niles Bull, Alex Jug, thanks Mark, just me then. G Slick is in the house. David Schwartz, good to see you back, buddy. Tim Gash is in, good to see you here. How are you feeling about Loopring, Steve? Still a good time to buy or get out. Loopring, we spoke about loads of times before. I still think it's going to go up to 3,000 Satoshi for Loopring, but we'll just have a look at it just now. BTC, I think it went up to 1,750. 1692, yeah, it's on its way up still. I'd stay in. My opinion, do your own research and all that jazz. But I still think it's going up to 3,000. IOST had a good run for the week. Yeah, it's had a good run, IOST, but it's still, with it, IOST tends to go up and then come back down just as quick as it went up. BTC. So what I'd be looking at here, so where's the crossover? Crossover, it crossed over a while ago actually. So crossover from 139, went up to 194, came back down to 149, went back up again, bounced off the 50 EMA. Would I be waiting? I wouldn't get in on IOST just now. If it was me, I wouldn't get in. But it looks as if it could test another resistance at 458. So maybe good to wait on a bounce of the 7 EMA, not the 50 EMA, on a bounce at 287. If it goes there, I'd put a buy level order in there. If I was going to buy it. Obviously, the best time to buy it on the daily would be the crossover. Crossover was at 137 and it's went up 150% since the crossover. So I was talking mints there about it going up, going down as quick as it went up. I've been thinking about something else. So, but would I be buying here? No, I wouldn't be buying here. If I was seriously thinking about buying, I was going to buy it for the long term. I'd wait on it possibly coming down to about 290 level. bouncing off the 7 EMA and then going back up again. Lawrence Matthews is in, good to see you. Marcus Shafara, I used my ladder down to the bottom of XRP last night. I very nearly swapped out backs too, but couldn't find my big boy pants. Yeah, you need to keep your big boy pants in at all times, and you need to keep them with you. Put them in your pocket, put them kind of everywhere you go. Put your big boy pants somewhere lying about. It's just like, I was going to say kanga pants there, but it kind of is like kanga pants. I don't know if you've heard of kanga pants before. You kind of know what I'm talking about. ETN charts. ETN. BTC. Right, so it's just gone on TradingView. So we'll look at the 4 hourly first. See what it's looking like on the 4 hourly. It doesn't look good on the 4 hourly. And it's kind of below the 50 EMA. On the 4 hourly, on the hourly, I'm surprised it doesn't cross over. Yeah, it's crossed over on the hourly, so it's actually looking okay. It's looking not bad on the kind of hourly, so it might be the start of a rise for Electronium. So what we're looking at here. Long term, that's on the wicks. There's nothing obvious kind of jumping out at me just now with regards to TA. Apart from the 70 EMA has crossed over the 50 EMA, that's on the hourly. That could indicate, I wouldn't trade possibly on the hourly for the longer term, but for the short term you can certainly trade on the hourly, and even 5 minute you can trade, to be honest, on the short term. But on the hourly it's crossed over, so that could be a sign of things to come. Remember what happens in the micro, it tends to kind of filter up to the macro. So that means if you look at the 5 minute chart, and then you go to the kind of 15 minute chart, then you go to the hourly chart, then you go to the 4 hourly chart, it tends to filter up if it's going to make a move. So filter up from 5 minute to 50 minute to 1 hour, which is crossed over. Then eventually, if it keeps on going the way it's going to cross over on the 4 hour, then it'll cross over on the daily. That's when people really start to look at it, and it'll go up even more, and that'll just kind of push the price up higher and higher, if that makes sense. So Electronium looks good to me just now, possibly for a kind of buy-in just now. On the hourly, starting on the hourly, but that's you getting in early. You might want to wait in the daily, crossing over before you get in. So crossover would probably be around about a couple of days time if it's going to continue the way it's going, and crossover would probably happen around about here, maybe 131 or something. So you might want to get in just now, but it looks okay. HXRP, Steve, do you think it's worth to buy some more LRC? I honestly hate saying yeah, just go buy it, but for me, if it was me, okay, I'll just say it from that point of view, if it was me, I wouldn't have any problems buying it. That's what I'll say. 1694. So you have to look at what it's doing before. Okay, so we'll have a look at Loopring, because I've been talking about this for a while. Okay, Loopring on the 7 EMA, this green line is the 7 EMA. We'll take out, this is a cup and handle formation. That's why I think it's going to go up to 3000. So look at what's happening here, and this is on the 4 hour. We're going to the daily. So it's kind of up and down just now. So we see here, when it first kind of crossed over, it was bouncing off the 7 EMA. So you're kind of waiting it going up, and you're waiting it coming back down to get in again and bounce off the 7 EMA level. And it's been doing that, but then it kind of came down and used the 7 EMA as resistance. And it didn't cross back down over, but it's now using the 7 EMA as support again, which is a good sign, which means it could be on its way up and keep on going up that way as well. So from that point of view, I wouldn't have a hesitation in kind of buying in again. If this was me kind of buying into it, I wouldn't have any hesitation. But I don't want to say outright, yeah, go ahead and buy it. But to me, it still looks good, and I still think it's going to go up, not to 3,000, but to 2,900 at least, and then maybe possibly come back down, then jump back up again. So that's just my thoughts on it. Dent, Good price now. I got back in at 19 for Dent. I looked at Dent this morning as well. Dent was one of those kind of frustrating ones. So it came off. It did get to a low when kind of Bitcoin price jumped up of 17 Satoshi. It came back up to 20 Satoshi. When it broke the 22, that's when it didn't become a buy for me. But if you're holding, cool, totally cool. I just hold. Even when it broke the 22, I'd still be holding it if I was in already on it. But I wouldn't be buying. But here, it could be a good buying opportunity. So you look at the daily, again, look at the micro to see what's happening in the macro. On the hourly is coming up to cross over on the hourly. 70 EMA crossing over the 50 EMA. So it's coming up to crossover. If it moves to 21 and within the next couple of hours, then you've got the crossover on the hourly. So you might say, okay, this is going to kind of go bigger, and we could go up to 22, 23, 24. Doesn't sound that much, but it represents a 15% kind of ROI, if you think about it from that point of view. What do you think about PundiX, Function X? The FX token you're talking about? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I got kind of disillusioned with PundiX from an investment point of view, not with the company or the team or anything like that. From an investment point of view, not that I got disillusioned, I just got impatient with it, to be honest. So I've not looked into it as much as I did in the past. I still think PundiX is a brilliant company. It's making money, it's doing all the right things, making all the right noises. It's just not moving in price, apart from today when it was listed on Upbit. So I'm just probably too impatient for PundiX. I think that's what it is. So I've not looked too deeply into Function X. Nicky Sheldrake is in. Good morning to you. Imran Chowdhury is in. Good morning to you as well, mate. We'll look at a couple of other people are in. CB Norwood. We'll look at some of the other kind of suggestions as well. And Evo is in. G-Slick, and we'll look at them as well. So we'll look at some of the news stories that we're talking about. XRP was spoken about. Ripple is the correction. And Ripple price predictions, we didn't kind of mention that. This is, I don't know if you've seen cryptonewsz.com, but this is a terrible written, the grammar in this is appalling, to be honest. So I'll probably not go on to this again, but I was just looking at for the predictions. Right, so some predictions here. Considering above facts, Investing Haven believes that XRP can go as high as $20 by 2019 year end. Has many potentials compared to other relevant cryptos. US Lifted assumed that by 2020 XRP could spike up to $22.79. Oracle Times predicted that XRP could surge up to 2,000%, which is 20x. 20x from here to $6. So that's 2,000% from where it is just now is $6, I believe. And we're talking mins. Around about $7 then. 10 fours. So this was 36 cents just now. It's $7.20, something like that. Is 2,000%. But that will take a lot more time. They need to be more promising, followed by mass adoption. Definitely will tend to be on a bull trend in the future. And this year it can even reach $2. I think it's going to. I think that's conservative. $2 by the end of this year. What would be my predictions? I'm always very optimistic, overly optimistic, I'd say. But I said yesterday, I'm not going to be selling XRP until we hit $10. And that is with the double whammy. So we want Ripple to go up in BTC value and Satoshi value. So we want it to go up in Satoshi value past its level just now of 1,700. Is it just now? Sorry, 7,200 or 7,300. Want it to go up past that level. If it doubles, then obviously the price in dollar value doubles to 72 cents. But if then Bitcoin doubles as well, that goes up to $1.40. If Bitcoin triples or kind of goes past that, then you're talking that's $2-3 there straight away, and without doing much, without much movement. It's just the double whammy that you're getting with the BTC dollar value as well. So yeah, I won't be selling this till about $10. I'm going to be accumulating until, well, not up to $10, but I'll be accumulating from here. And I'll just wish I could cancel that Coinbase and just go with YRX. I might still do that actually. Just put money in YRX. Let's buy it just now, because I do think this is going to go up to 14,000 Satoshi. Oh, the news stories, yeah. Right, Cardano provides new details on how users will earn Cardano through staking pools. Now, we looked at this very briefly yesterday. And as I said, I want to thank James, Rob and Adeb for all, not all of the news stories, but some of the news stories that we're using here as well. So Cardano's given more details, and we looked at this. This was from Imran, kind of showed me this yesterday as well, and I shared it with you about the staking pools. And I'll put the links in to the comments for you underneath this video. So this is the details on the Cardano staking pools. It's saying that to get the staking, you have to go into the Daedalus wallet. I don't know how to pronounce Daedalus. Don't know how if that's how you pronounce it, or Yorai wallets. So you can go to and delegate a kind of pool for that and stake it. And I think we spoke yesterday, it was about 3.5% per year you're getting on that as well, but you can switch between staking pools as well. So they're giving out more details on that as well. But you need to download the Daedalus wallet. I think would be the better one. I've never looked at Yorai or Yoroi. Don't know how to pronounce that either. Okay, so that's news on Cardano. SEC can't stop Ethereum sell-off, asset bearish below $170. So this is from newsbtc.com. They're looking at the fundamentals. One second. That's from Weiss Ratings. I don't know if I'd rate Weiss Ratings, but that's another story altogether. So they're talking about the candlestick and look at the technical analysis for Ethereum. I disagree with them. I don't think it's bearish. I think Ethereum is going to go up. But what do I know? I don't know. I just think Ethereum is going to go up in price if Bitcoin behaves itself, stays stable or kind of rises in price. And by stable, I mean it can go sideways, because that's when you're going to start to see more and more alts kind of going higher as well. Stuttgart launches Litecoin and Ripple ETP to EU investors. The news story, I think Deb kind of shared this with me. Thanks for that, Deb. We just got that late in. So backed by German stock exchange Bourse Stuttgart, Nordic Growth Market has announced the launch of the first XRP and LTC tracking exchange traded products to EU investors. Then we kind of briefly, somebody shared this yesterday as well. So that's good news if you want to kind of trade. It's an exchange traded product, which is like an ETF, not quite an ETF, but something similar to that. It's a derivative of that as well. So that's good news, but that's in the EU. EU blockchain group goes live, Barclays, Swift, Ripple and IOTA members. So this is the story that EU blockchain, it's a group of kind of people who are coming together to kind of enable more information about cryptocurrencies as a whole. So the prospects for blockchain's technology future are rising in the EU. That's because the International Association of Trusted Blockchain Applications just launched this week in the Block's capital, Brussels. In ATBA, fruition resulted from the EU Blockchain Industry Roundtable, a group hosted by the European Commission, which is the EU's foremost administrative and legislative institution. So that's in ATBA. So notably, the body's members include traditional business powerhouses like Accenture, Barclays and Swift, as well as cryptoverse groups like Ripple Labs and the IOTA Foundation. So good news for the cryptosphere as a whole when you're getting these kind of mingling, so you're getting these kind of hybrids, if you will. And I think that's going to happen more and more. You're going to get traditional companies mixing with the kind of blockchain companies, and it is going to happen more and more, and you're going to get kind of buyouts. So you're going to get traditional companies buying out blockchain companies, and you're going to get blockchain companies buying out traditional companies. So there's going to be this kind of hybrid mesh that's going to be going on, which is a good thing. Tron adds another feather to his cap, post new block height record. So the Tron Foundation and click here to close. The Tron Foundation and Justin Sun have been in news multiple times over the past few weeks, but they've kind of tweeted this. Breaking news, according to the latest data from TronScan, block height of Tron has exceeded 8 million on April 3rd. Tron ecosystem has developed rapidly and continues to make efforts to build decentralized internet. So the number of nodes online was registered at 1,172, while the block height settled at 8,048,536. So good news for Tron as well there. Will TronScan list a rebranded Rania token? Now Etherium IRC token is a big scam. Tron has been striving to promote blockchain technology and diversified dApps on its platform while adhering to local laws and regulations across the globe. So looking good for Tron. I've mentioned a couple of times I don't like what Justin Sun is doing with regards to Vitalik Buterin and kind of putting him down and kind of challenging him and just doing that kind of stuff. I don't like that kind of form of marketing. And I know it gets a lot of press, but I just don't like that form of marketing. I like his other form. Well, I don't really necessarily like it, but I like the aggressive marketing that he's got out as well. I kind of find it funny when he does an announcement of an announcement of an announcement. I kind of think that's funny. It gets people talking still, so it's good marketing. But I don't like the kind of ego-based marketing. Hate ego-based marketing when it's all about, look at me, we're better than them. Or it's like political marketing. You know, when the politics just argue with each other, it's just a couple of FUDs that argue with each other. It's just, that's what it's like. And Justin Sun is fast becoming a bit of a FUD, to be honest. If he carries on doing that, in my opinion. A FUD is not fear, uncertainty, or doubt. A FUD is a vernacular or a colloquialism in Scotland. Look it up, you'll find out what it means. So I see him as a bit of a FUD just now, just doing what he's doing, but hopefully he kind of calms that down, moves away from that, because he's better than that, to be honest. And that's the news stories. Okay, good morning, Steve. What do you think about Nano? Such a good coin, working product, but no jump. Nano has yet to have that kind of big jump. It did have a wee jump before, and we kind of mentioned it before. It did have a kind of wee bit of a jump. You can see here, this is on the hourly chart, but if we look on the daily. So it jumped up, crossed over at 23,000. It's jumped up to 32,000. Not a big, huge jump, but potential there if we look at kind of the bigger picture. Again, with Nano, I think, kind of zooming out and looking at the macro view, it's off its all-time low, 15,000, but it's only up by about 100% off its all-time low, which sounds low, but it's not really compared to where it's been. And it has been up to 202,000 before. So you're talking about maybe 9 times off its all-time high just now. So a lot of potential, good team, good working product as well. So the big guns like Nano are going to do well as well, I think. But yeah, definitely a buy-in at kind of this price, I would say as well. So much that you've got to buy in at this price. I got some nice Pundy airdrop yesterday. Excellent. Was that the 11%? There you go. It should be the 11% now that you're getting. Have you ever swung or day traded Linda coin? LOL. What's your thoughts on Linda? No, I haven't traded it. I knew when it first, literally when it first kind of came out, and everybody was kind of raving about it, kind of from a trading point of view, but I've never traded it myself. Kin. I never looked at Kin for a while actually. I was looking at Bab there, still 4 Satoshi, not looking good. Kin, BTC. Oh no, look at Ethereum. Kin, Ethereum. Oh. Keep forgetting that semicolon. 30 Gui or Gui or Guai, Mogwai, I don't know what you call it. So it's up from 16, not Satoshi, Gui, Guai, Gui. So it did have a run up to about 54. Hit that resistance line, you can see the long-term resistance there at 54. Hit that, came back down, now at 30. Could be a good buying opportunity for Kin as well. I still like them for the long term. Been saying that for I've been saying it for a couple of years now actually. Well, a year and a half. Oh my god, is that how long I've been in crypto? I've been in crypto for 2 years. Come June this year. That's mental. Anyway, I just got distracted there. Oh, it's Crypto Elastos. Haven't looked at them for a while either. Ella. $4.16, 62 million market cap. And they're still near their kind of lows as well. 326, it was higher than that actually. That's when it first came on. 326 market cap. So 6 times where it is just now. Haven't looked into them as a company. I haven't done a deep dive as a company. So I don't know too much. But have they got Ella? Yeah, they have. This is on Huobi. Well, it looks good for Ella actually. So 83,000, is that right? Yeah, it is 83,000, just checking, just to make sure. So this could bounce off the 70 EMA here, because you can see here, if we look at what's been happening, which tends to happen quite a lot when you get the kind of crossover on the 50 EMA. So you can see here all along it's bounced, it's kind of went up, came down to the 70 EMA, bounced, 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 bounced. So it looks as if this could be a good buying opportunity, 83,000, if it continues to bounce off the 70 EMA. If not, if it goes down below this and closes down below that on the daily, then a bounce off the 50 EMA around about 70,000, I'd put a buy in there from a trading point of view. But from kind of long-term point of view, it's coming off its all-time lows at 50,000 Satoshi. It's only at 83,000 just now, and kind of all-time highs there, 650,000. So it looks good from that point of view if the markets behave themselves. B is in the house, Andreas is in the house as well. The Revolutionists is in the house. Good to see you. I dominated in my chips bag is in the house. Crypto Knowledge Alliance, James is in the house. Welcome to you. Looking forward to meeting up with James on the 23rd as well. Gordy Boy Scotland, Mr. Swanfield is in the house as well. So just go through some of the comments again. Lawrence Matthews, I think NPX adoption is waning. The functionality of XPOS is pretty complicated compared to other payment options coming to market, which might be its drawback. Hopefully they can roll with the times though. So I don't think the XPOS machines that they've got out just now, while they're good, obviously they can update them and make them better as well. Hopefully that's what they're doing. They're not just kind of resting on the laurels and just selling these. This is only the first iteration of these, so they'll grow, hopefully, as a company as well. DD Luss. Uroi. Haven't a clue what that means, Imran. Bagging more XRP and VeChain today. I feel something happening very soon with both. Yeah, we looked at VeChain yesterday as well. So VET, Bitcoin. Yeah, it's crossed over on the daily. This is, yeah, it is on the daily. Crossed over 113. Now 149. We spoke about yesterday. It could go up. Resistance points there 173. And 194, and obviously the next one after that would be 200, psychological barrier. And these kind of round numbers like 100, 200, blah, 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 they're kind of psychological barriers as well that you have to get over. It sounds silly that, but it's genuine, it's true. Imran, 243 trillion global debt bomb is ticking, only BTC can solve it. I don't quite understand how America, the richest country in the world, is in trillions of dollars worth of debt. But then when you look at Africa, there's trillions of dollars worth of debt as well. And then Britain and Europe and every other country. Who the hell has got all the money? If everybody's in debt, who did they get it from in the first place? I don't quite understand how all that works. That's why, to me, the whole system is just going to collapse soon. The whole system. Talking about stock markets, house market, everything is just going to go mental and just collapse. It's just going to be... And we're all going to kind of be left reeling and just going, what the hell happened? And crypto could save it. G-Slide Digibyte can handle world adoption right now. G-Slide, you've not mentioned them for at least a day, I don't think. Or did you mention them yesterday? I don't think you did. So we've got Digibyte in there. Imran, honour, dignity and respect go a long way, and don't lose anything, only gain. Yes. Cheap shots gains you little but loses you a lot of credibility. And that's exactly how I feel with Justin Sun. Cheap shots like that, it's like when a politician does that, just go right off them and just don't trust them anymore if you're going to use that type of kind of campaigning or marketing. And it's sad, but all of them do it. Most of them do it. I can't say every single one of them. Good morning, Steve. Love the new backdrop. That's from James. Yeah, this is a new flat. The new flat we're in just now. We're still in the middle of doing it up as well. But the office is kind of getting done. I need to get the kind of bookshelves. I'm just going to get a big, huge, just one wall. Just one big, huge bookshelf on the wall from ceiling to floor. From floor to ceiling. And it's about 10, 11 feet high. So I'm going to get that done soon as well. And I'll just make it a wee library in here as well. It'll be cool. So yeah, it is it's quite cool. The backdrop in here as well. I've got a nice cherry tree out there. I don't know if you can see that on there. I don't think you can. Cherry blossom tree. Mervyn Skidmore, money doesn't change people, only serves a personality amplifier. Yes, very true. Very true indeed. Steve, what are your thoughts on Ethereum Classic? I like, and I think Ethereum Classic is going to be the one that goes up, one of the ones that go up 100% as well, because it's been forgotten about. Think about all the coins that you don't hear about anymore. The bigger ones, I'm talking about the ones that are in the top 20 or the top 50 or whatever, and you don't really hear about them, nobody's talking about them, or everybody's putting them down, like XRP, like Ethereum. Then that's the ones to look at, because everybody's kind of down on them. When everybody's down on them, that's when you start looking at them and just say, okay, there could be potential here. Ethereum Classic is one of those. For me, Ethereum Classic is one of those. So where are we with the... See, it's close to its all-time low. For a reason, obviously, for a reason. Had some problems a couple of months ago. But now I think is the time to look at Ethereum Classic. I think now is the perfect time to look at them. So what are they at? 115,000 was the all-time high. We've got 414,000. So 4 times, 3.5 times from where it is just now. But I think now's the time to look at Ethereum Classic. Obviously do your own research, dig into them more, find out what they're doing just now, find out what they're doing on GitHub, find out their team as well. But I think now represents a good time for Ethereum Classic as well, to stock up, to start accumulating. What are your thoughts on Strat? I like Stratus as well. They've been around for ages as well, Stratus. From a trading point of view, it's kind of going sideways at the moment. Long term, we're kind of near, so 16,000 is its all-time low on the closing, not on the kind of wick. On the wick is 347, but that was a flash crash. 16,000, it's only at 23,000. Its recent high was 42,000, so yeah, I think we're going to go up from here and kind of reach its recent high. We've got that recency effect, so we're going to get another one of these kind of cup and handle kind of formations if we kind of look at this, probably with Strat. I think that's what's going to happen with Strat. So we're looking at a target within the next month or so of 42,000 Satoshi. So I love these cup and handle because they do come to life quite a lot. It did with LTC, it did with so many others as well. OEX did that with that as well. That was one of the ones I said was going to go up by 70%. It went up by 200 odds percent. LRC was one of them. Hypercash, not looked at Hypercash for a while. Hypercash Bitcoin. That's 924, didn't realise the time. So we're Hypercash. Now it wasn't quite as clear cut as the other ones, this cup and handle, but it should bounce up from the 50 EMA from here. It's still crossed over the 50 EMA, so a bounce up for Hypercash at this level at 32,000. 320 could be a good one as well. Global debt is owed to me, I wish. Yeah. System reset. We need a system reset, definitely. Mr. Swanfield, any thoughts on the Matic ECO? Matic ECO. Don't know that one at all, Mr. Swanfield. Anyone look to the Market God indicator on TradingView? Easy in-out signals. Market God. I seen that. Somebody was using that the other day on a video, and I checked it out. It wasn't the other day, it was the other week. But I'll look at it. Look at that again. Actually, in fact, let's see if it's. Where was it? I did see it. I can't remember what the indicator's called though. Because I don't think it comes up here. It is Market God, but somebody was using it, and I found. Because it tells you when to get it. Just it's got a wee arrow saying get in, it's got a wee arrow saying get out. Let me know what it's called again, but I did check it out when I seen it a couple of weeks ago. Somebody was using it. I can't remember who. Just try it again. Did I see it there before? No, it's indicators, indicators. Is it God mode? I can't remember. If you let me know. And see, Scalper edition. Maybe that one. No, it's not that. Tongmins. But I did see it, so I've heard about it, so let me know if you kind of know what it's called. The Revolutionists agree it's all going to collapse eventually, and a wise guy would have a survivor kit and some silver also. And you never know how bad it could get, as UK alone imports over 60% more consumes and all. Mark Kelty, debt printing machines is the way they get paper fiat. It's all false concept. They keep printing, they go further into debt, money loses value with more coming off print press. It's reset time, definitely. And that's where I think cryptocurrency is going to be part of the solution, not all of the solution, but definitely part of the solution. How about the government buying a dash note for each council so they can use the payouts to distribute to the poor and those who need food stamp? See, there's lots of brown. That sounds a little. You might think that sounds trite, or maybe you don't. Maybe you're being serious there. But I think some of those, like those ideas, are good ideas. And PPT never gets talked about anymore. Yeah, PPT doesn't get populous. It doesn't get talked about. And we kind of looked at that the other day. Not the other day, last week. I kind of because I recommended it. So you can see here, I've kind of done a descending triangle, like the descending triangles with strong support. It broke out of the descending triangle, did go up, kind of Bitcoin price went up, and then it kind of got forgotten about again. So it could be a good opportunity for PPT to kind of bounce from here as well. You might get a good 10-20%. But yeah, you're right, nobody's talking about it just now. Hi Steve, XRP. Yeah, we've spoken about XRP at length. See what it is just now. Is it taking another jump up? 7410, yeah, it is. It's starting to go back up again. That's good. So it's nice to see it kind of being in the top riser. Just have a look at Binance. See what's tops. Hot is starting to move as well. BTG. I was too early talking about that. XRP is at the top, or near the top. It's in the top 5 on Binance movers. So really good to see, and I think we'll surpass that 7,620 kind of high of today as well. So it looks good, and this could turn on a whim as well. I'm talking about this way in a positive direction, so it could be the 100% kind of rise as well. Is it going to last or stay above 37 cents? Hopefully. Imran Chowdhury, cryptocurrency exchange IronX launches following 26 million ICO. Haven't heard of IronX. XRP turned to the up. Yep, definitely. Kevin Hunt is in. Steve, since Waterloo, the Rothschilds controlling the banking system, debt is to banks worldwide. Rothschilds made his fortune. We lost at Waterloo. Then shares jumped next day. It's all murky waters with this whole system we've got. It's just really murky. Just now, Mr. Swanfield's exchange coin offering, right? Matic on Binance Labs. Ah, right. So on Binance Labs. That was the other news story I was going to show you, actually. Where is it? Ah, yeah, there. So Bittrex beats Binance in selling out tokens at lightning speed. So this was the kind of EBT tokens, or the Verilog tokens on Binance, sold out within 10.4 seconds. But there was a video shown here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the sound. I don't know how true this is. This is from Lord Katoshi. So I was still wiping my ass while competing with these groups for the Verilog sale on Bittrex. No wonder I have no VB key now. So this is it here. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Let's stop playing there. Ah. So that was a news story that was out for, this is for the Verilog kind of sale, and it sold out in 10.4 seconds, which was quicker than actually kind of Binance as well. And it was about this kind of team over there, wherever that is. I don't know if how true this is, if it was, but it looks to be true. And you've got this whole team of everybody just pressing the buy button at the same time. But that's on a team of 20, 30. So I don't know how true that is, but yeah. I don't know what this was as well. We kind of look at this. It's something similar. But they're going much deeper into it as well. And showing you more. So, how do you compete with that? I think what CZ has done, the lottery system, much better. Much better. So you're talking about Matic. So this is on Launchpad. Yeah, there it is. So sorry about that. I just didn't twig at all. So that's upcoming. I have to log in first, obviously. 32% of total token supply. How much are you going to do? This is really important, this private sale token price. Yeah, it's less than a cent. So that is part of the secret. If they kind of made it 10 cents or something, and kind of reduce the supply, obviously it'd be different. A lot of people wouldn't buy into it, but because it's such a low price, psychologically, you're getting a better deal. You're not really, but psychologically it seems you are. So I would always try and get in these prices. This is why BNB is going to go up as well. Where is BNB actually? But BNB will go up in price as well because of this. It's just going to be a perpetual cycle for BNB. Up, down, but it's going to be moving up all the time. It's at 383,000 Satoshi just now. I think I recommended it 392. I still think there's a good recommendation at that price. I still think it'll go up as well for BNB. And I don't think this is going to die out. If Bitcoin continues to go up, you're going to get more new people coming in. They're going to see this, see it as an opportunity to get in 3x of money straight away. It's went up 300% roughly each time it's kind of launched in Binance. So I would continue to kind of get in on this. To get in the lottery, I think you have to have 100. Is it 100 tokens for the lottery? So continue to do that, yeah. Market God with space. Nels Bull. Right. I'm just going to check this again. I did find it the other day. I don't know why I can't find it now. Market God. Ah, there it is. Talkments. Right. Market God by King Thieves. Backtest strategy. And that one's locked. So have a look at this. So this tells you, but I don't know if this is backtested or not. It's saying sell here. So this is on Binance. Saying sell here. What's it say about XRP? It said it was a sell at 8,042. But it doesn't say any buys. Would it be different on the hourly? Yeah. So it is different on the hourly. So it would have a buy recommendation at 6,760 would be the buy recommendation. This is on Market God. Obviously I wouldn't pay 100% attention to that. But see here, this one was a buy and a sell almost immediately after it. I don't know how much stock I would put into it. Yeah, it'd be difficult that, but I would imagine the settings for it as well. Is that? Yeah. Below bar, default, inputs. That's more details on it. So thanks for that. Really appreciate that, King. Nels Bull. Oh, where are we going? Maybe Skidmore. Would that be the hard Brexit, soft Brexit? I'm at the comment regarding Dash. Who gives a damn about Brexit? Fill up your cryptocurrency bags and everything will be fine. Says B. Maybe Skidmore. Hard Brexit would benefit BTC as the entering hiked up prices from tariffs on food would be taxed on inflation in the pound. BTC would be good. Definitely would be good. CB Norwood, how do you turn on night mode on TradingView? On TradingView, we should have, where is it? Is it in settings? God, I can't remember how you kind of do that again. Style, that's the candles. Scales, trading. I can't remember how you do it again. I showed somebody else how to do it. I just can't remember. Oh, that's going to bug me now. I can't remember. Just type into Google night view on trading view. It's just because I've had it turned on to kind of night mode for so long. I can't remember how to do it, but I did show somebody else how to do it. Yeesh. Sorry about that. That's it. I'm going to leave it there for just now. We've got in 43 watching. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you have a brilliant weekend, whatever you're doing, and a brilliant trading day as well. Keep an eye out on the ones I've kind of spoken about. XRP 7498 has jumped up to, so it's looking good at the moment for XRP. This could be the start of the rise, but it might turn out to be nothing for XRP, but I think this is going to be 14,000 Satoshi within the month, possibly sooner. I still think it's 100% are coming in, but we'll wait and see. Okay, until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.